Let's go thrift. Okay, I've had dinner, I've had dessert, I've walked around a bit, came back to the hotel room to pee, and I'm gonna go back out, walk along the coast a little bit more, maybe see at least part of a sunset, and touch the Pacific Ocean. Okay, I'm in for the night. I've showered. How about a hotel room tour? Okay, so first of all, what is this, like a 10-watt bulb? Are you serious? But whatever. Anyway, the room's pretty decent. It's a queen-size bed, table, TV. Imagine watching TV. What the hell? Bathroom. Bathroom's pretty decent. Brought my own washcloth, my own body wash. Tub is tiny, which is, you know, normal for a hotel room, but it looked clean, it worked well, it was fine. There's a closet. Here's my spray bottle of rubbing alcohol with which I sprayed down everything I was gonna touch. I do have like a travel security lock thing that I brought with me, but it doesn't fit on this door, and it does have this extra deadbolt that can't be opened from the outside, and plus this thing, so I feel okay about it. I'm on the 3rd floor. No balcony, but you can see that's what the balconies look like. There's a pool. And I like that I can see my car from here. So I parked in the front there. Air conditioning. It feels fine in here. I'm not going to mess with it. I do feel weird that there's no, like, bag in the little trash can there. I feel weird throwing my, like, used tissues in there with no bag, but what else am I going to do? All right, so that's the hotel room, and I'll put on the screen what it cost. And this was their most basic room too. I was gonna go all out and get like a balcony with ocean view, but I had to wait until yesterday to book this, so they didn't have any left by then. Brought a couple of these with me. So, why am I here? I am moving back to the East Coast where I'm originally from, but have not lived in like over 20 years. And I'm moving in 2 weeks or less. I'm leaving Vegas May 10th. Anyway, I've been in Vegas for like 3.5 years now, and I've never really seen California or the West Coast. I did that one day trip to Riverside, but I only saw like one little part of downtown Riverside, and it was just a day trip there and back in a day. And I just wanted to see the Pacific Ocean. I just wanted to come to the coast. I had this dream of moving to Southern California for so long without ever even having been here. And I only moved to Vegas in the first place because I couldn't afford California. And I have kind of moved on from that dream I had, and I think the place I'm moving to is a good decision for me. And this is my last hurrah on the West Coast. Now, I didn't get to do the thing I was planning to do today, which was go to the cave store and tour the sea cave. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow morning, but I thought I would get here at like 11, and I got here like after 1. The drive here was fucking wild, by the way. Got here, I was exhausted. I ate, I walked around by the coast, and it was too late to do anything else by then. I feel kind of overwhelmed. I feel like I'm in a different country or something. I was sitting in the park there at the cove watching the sunset with all the other tourists. I mean, I guess some of them are tourists. Maybe some of them live here or live nearby, whatever. But I was in the park watching the sunset with everybody because that's a thing you do here. And I was just sitting there thinking like, am I too cynical for this whole watching the sunset thing? Is it me? Is something wrong with me? Because there was a guy there playing music, and earlier in the day when I was there, I was enjoying his music and I was enjoying just hanging out sitting there. But then when the sun was setting, it kind of became him like playing to the sunset. And at that point I was like, okay, this is for the tourists. Like, this is a nightly thing for tourists watching the sunset. And it was so funny because everyone was standing there watching the sunset, like so enraptured by the sunset. As soon as that bitch dipped below the horizon, there was a mass exodus. Now I'm like, I dipped because I'm walking back to the hotel a couple blocks by myself and I don't want to be in the dark, but I didn't expect everybody else to run out of there as soon as the sun dipped below the horizon too. So that just kind of added to the very forced feeling of the whole magical sunset thing. That's the best way I can describe it. It felt very forced. Like, it was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but you could just tell it was a nightly thing for tourists and then everybody running out of there as soon as the sun went below the horizon. Anyway, tomorrow I have a plan. I want to go see the cave store and the sea cave that I didn't get to see today. I'm gonna relax, drink my sparkling water, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, it's 6:15. I woke up at like 4, which has been a thing for me actually for weeks now. I don't know why. My brain switched to Eastern time already, I guess. It kind of sucks though, because then I can't do anything for hours after I get up and I'm tired like halfway through the day. But anyway, it's light out now. I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna walk a few blocks to a grocery store that's open, because nothing else is. Plus, I don't know that I really want to spend like $20 on another breakfast. So, let's go for a walk. And I've been carrying around a Starbucks $5 gift card for like years now. So maybe it's a good time to use that. Grocery haul. After a quick look around the shop, I headed over to the entrance to the cave, which, as their brochure states, is named Sunny Jim's Sea Cave for a vintage breakfast cereal mascot whose silhouette resembles the shape of the cave's mouth. I paid $10 admission, and the guy working there gave me his whole spiel about safety, part of which was something like, in the unlikely event that you get down to the bottom and there's a sea lion sitting on the platform, just turn around and come back. To which I replied, don't worry. Then I went through an opening in the wall of the shop to begin my descent down the 145 wooden stairs, and as you can see, it looked and felt like it was almost straight down. To quote their brochure again, the tunnel was dug out using picks and shovels by 2 Chinese laborers whose identities were unfortunately lost to history, hired by Professor Gustav Schultz, a German immigrant, artist, and engineer. When it first opened to the public in 1905, admission cost $0.25. The tunnel had no electric lights, handrails, or stairs, and only a rope to guide the way. Infamously, some historians believe smugglers, human traffickers, and bootleggers made appropriate use of the sea cave and tunnel decades ago during Prohibition and times of strict immigration laws. The stairs are wet and can be slippery, and things got a little dicey when I got farther down, so this was the point where I stopped filming because I needed to hold on with both hands. Holy shit. Going back up the stairs was definitely a little tiring, and I came out a little bit winded and sweaty, but it was a lot less terrifying, so I preferred going up. After that, I spent some more time walking around town, and I finally used that really old Starbucks gift card on a decaf iced soy latte. And pretty soon it was time to check out of the hotel and hit the road again. I was really tired, but the drive back to Vegas was way faster and easier than the drive out to La Jolla had been, and I felt like I was flying along most of the time with only a couple of short slowdowns this time. The traffic going south out of Vegas on a Sunday, though, on the other hand, looked pretty brutal.